Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Hope you guys are doing okay wherever it is that you are. I want to talk to you about a conversation I had with a friend of mine, younger friend. I'm 54. He's in his mid 30s. They had come over, have dinner with us, and we were out there grilling, hot dogs or hamburgers or something. This was a week or two ago, and so we were sitting out there, grilling, and they had just moved into a subdivision about 20 miles away, and and they had lived rurally with land, and then moved into a subdivision. And we were just sitting there talking, kind of shooting the breeze about what all was going on, what was happening. And he said, "I don't see how you do it." And I said, "What you talking about, buddy?" And he said, I don't see how you can take care of all this land. We only have like 3 acres, but it all gets mowed to a degree." He said, I don't see how you do all this." He said, "How long does it take you to cut the grass?" I said, "Well, since I bought my zero turn, I can cut everything in about 5 hours," which is pretty good. Road, front yard, side yard, orchard, backyard. You know. And he said, "Wow, how often do you do that?" I said, "I cut about every 10 days. He said, "Wow, that's crazy." And he said, "You got your chickens?" He said, "One of your chickens is out." I said, yeah, his name's Romy, because he roams, one of the roosters. He jumps over the fence, jumps back. He might eat a strawberry from the strawberry patch, or, peck a tomato. I don't care. We have a buttload of tomatoes, and he hops back over. I can clip his wings, but I just don't. And I said, yeah, that's okay. He says, "How many chickens you got?" I said, "Well, we're probably up to about 50 now." He said, That's crazy." He said, "How long does it take you to work on, take care of those chickens?" I said, "Well, maybe 20, 30 minutes in the morning, 20, 30 minutes in the evening. If we're doing a project, then it's however long the project is, maybe an hour, something like that." And he says, "You got all those German Shepherds too?" I said, yeah. And he said, "Well, you got to take care of them." I said, "Yep, sure do." I said, "You got a German Shepherd too?" He said, "Yeah, but she stays in, and she's crate trained all day, and then we let her out in the evening when we get home." And I thought, it's a pretty shitty life for a dog, in the back of the 50 by 50 in the subdivision. He says, "I just got to say, from moving to the country to the city," he said, we have all this time now." I said, "Really?" I said, "Okay, I'm glad for you. I'm curious though, what do you do with it?" He said, "Well, we sometimes we go out to restaurants. We go out to a lot more restaurants now." I said, "That's pretty good." I said, "If you can afford that." I said, "Man, I'm glad for you. That's great." He says, "And I get to in my club, we get to do a lot more together." I said, "Oh, like shooting club, archery, that's the thing I think about. Gardening, mushroom club, primitive skills club. That's the kind of stuff I do." And he said, "No. We do. It's not Call of Duty, but it's similar to Call of Duty." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Yeah, I used to play computer games all the time. I was. I'm going to date myself. 100 years ago, I was an EverQuest beta tester." So that tells you how old I am. EverQuest, and it was for those of you, it was like, holy cow, long time ago, the original stuff. And I said, "Oh, that's great." He said, "Yeah, we get on there and we play and everything." And I said, "Well, that's good." I said, how do y'all do it?" He said, "We play about 5-6 hours a night. I said, wow, it's a good bit of time. He said, yeah, but we like it. I said, well, if you're making the money and paying for it and doing that, I said, I'm glad for you. He said, yeah, it's pretty good. And we get to, do all this. And I said, well, how's your kids? He said, oh, they're fine. We're doing baseball and this and, playing and everything. I said, yeah. I said, that takes up a little bit of time too. He said, oh, yeah, but it's okay. We do all this. And I said, well, that is pretty good. And we were talking and talking. He says, I'm going to have to put in some kind of a drainage system for my front yard. He said the homeowners association said that I had water accumulating too much in my front yard, so I was going to have to put in some drainage to divert it all the way to the back under the privacy fence, the 6-foot privacy fence they had around their backyard. I said, the homeowners association said you had to do that. He said, yeah, we had to do that and get it. He said, I got to talk to them because they can give me all the plans and tell me where everything's buried. I said, well, that's a safe thing to do. And he said, yeah, I just want to have it to where it is and get everything all together. And I said, well, that's a good, safe project to do. And he said, yeah, because I didn't want, they were complaining. It's been such a rainy past 2 months on and off. I said, yeah. He said, and they said they were going to fine me. I said, they're going to fine you because it rained and the water accumulated in your front yard. He said, yes, sir. I said, well, that's, something you have to deal with in a homeowners association. And it was pleasantries and everything. And again, I was like, that's just crazy how that works out. And then I was thinking about what all we do. And we do a lot on our property, on our homestead. And it does take a while to cut the grass. And then it does take a while to maintain the garden. And it does take a while to maintain the chickens. And then, the dogs that we have. And then all the other little ancillary projects that we have. The greenhouse, I've been so busy with real life work and then catching up on work on critters that I haven't had a chance to do this. Now here's the thing, this is how I prioritize stuff. If it breathes, that's number one. That's a priority. If it's a plant, that's a second priority. And then all the other little projects, they come into third place. So first priority is us. We breathe and eat. Dogs, cats, chickens. Later on, we're talking about getting rabbits, quail, bees. At some point, once I get all the infrastructure set up, we're just going to throw it in there and just see what happens. But those are the priorities that we have. And then garden, because garden is more of a passive thing. And then there is all the other stuff. Okay, for example, all the other stuff, showers leaking upstairs. It's leaking out around the nozzle, the hot and cold. I do not know, and I despise plumbing. I do not know that much about that, so we're going to have to take those things off. I'll probably go ahead and spray them today because I have to work tomorrow, and Thursday I might have the time to pop them off and see what they're doing. Spray, lubricate them, pop them off, see what they're doing, and we may have to tear out all of that wall. And if that involves that much, then we're going to take out the whole tray as well as the shower. What would you call the shower, babe? It's a small. It's a stand up. It's not a. It's not a. It's not a. It's not a bathtub shower combination. It's just a single shower. So it's a telephone booth. More than that, but you know what I mean. And well, if you've never talked on a telephone booth, you may not know what I mean. It's probably like a 4x4 area. So you can squeeze two people in.
I said it's not made for two people.
Two people can squeeze. And that's right, you're not bathing. And that's going to be one of the projects that we do. That is an ancillary project. While it is critical to the house, the things that breathe take priority.
Like me.
Exactly. Like people, critters, and plants. So, hence, the greenhouse has not come up yet. We got all the stuff. It's going to be a really nice build. We got all the stuff. We're going to put in the lights. Got the lights. We got the watering system, and the little alarm that lets you know through the internet if it gets too hot, too cold. So can't wait for it. But it is amazing what people think about and what is a priority to these people. You can understand how people think about this stuff now because they're not that concerned about groceries. Well, if you need groceries, just go to Walmart or, Piggly Wiggly or Highlanders or Food City, whatever it is in your area. And Circle K, which is, I guess, Kroger. You just go there and you pick up what you need. But it is not conducive to independent living and, in my opinion, to free thinking. That's something. Anyway, this video is running kind of long. But it is amazing to me how a 20-year difference makes people think completely differently. And it could just be age related because at that point I felt the same way about certain things. And I honestly have to say, if I ever, I'll say it this way, I would never live in a place where I could smell someone's cooking. I don't plan on ever living where I can see someone else's house. And if someone tells me I need to paint my mailbox a certain color, that would be unfortunate. So, it's just my thoughts, me being crazy. Hope you guys are having a great day. I gotta go plant tomatoes. Take care of you people.